Jason, right here, long time no see. You started the program with the funding in St. Louis with the single parents and do you want to expand that? Can you kind of tell us a little bit more about what went into the thinking of wanting to start that program and how important that is to you?
Yeah, absolutely. And, my foundation is based in St. Louis. Obviously, it's where I'm from. Very prideful about the city and the community I grew up in, and trying to impact and change, those around me. So yeah, the initiative will start in St. Louis, and hopefully, as it continues to grow and get bigger, and we get more resources, I would love to expand. But as of right now, it's just focus on single-parent families in St. Louis at the moment.
Over on your right.
Jayson, you've talked about in the past wanting to win MVP, that being a big thing for you. You've talked this year about the importance of winning and kind of sacrificing, putting that above that personal goal. For you, where does that lie for you, that MVP chase? Obviously, people are talking about it a little bit more now with you. How important is that to you at this stage of your career?
I think individual awards are important. I'm not going to say that they're not, right? Everybody wants to win a championship, but you want to be rewarded for the work that you put in, for the things that you go out there and do on the court. They have individual awards for a reason, and as a competitor, as a player, you grew up watching your favorite players win MVPs and first team All-NBA and things like that. So, of course, you want to win those things, but it can't take precedent over playing the right way and doing the things that you have to do in order for your team to, essentially be the best team in the league and have a chance to win a championship. So would I love to win? Yes. But, apparently us losing the finals 2 years ago affects, what people think of me now. So I guess I got some ground to make up. But, everybody who has a vote, they vote. The criteria is different. Everybody thinks differently. Right, wrong, or indifferent, it is what it is. So you can't tell people what they should look for when they vote. But it's the beauty of it.
Again, second row.
Hey, Jason, Emma Paulitz. How has your relationship with Paolo Banchero grown since his time in college at Duke up to right now, where we're kind of seeing him rise to stardom so early in his career?
Yeah, it's been great. Couldn't be happier for him. To see the things that he did while he was at Duke. That's when I first got to know him, meet him and talk to him. And obviously, since he's been in the league, got a chance to, meet his dad and his mom. Signed with Jordan Brand, so obviously we have that connection as well. So he's just a great person, great kid, works extremely hard, obviously only in his second year and already an all-star. So, the work is there. The talent is there for sure. So I'm excited to see, where he takes it. Couldn't be happier for him. So, this is only the beginning for him.
Front row on your right.
Ozzie Birdsell with the Maroons, High Grant Morehouse College. You've reached the point in your career where the All-Star game and the All-Star break is not news for you. At this point in your career, does the anticipation change for you at all? What is your focus at this point for you, reaching the All-Star break?
Yeah, well, I may not be caught off guard by making the All-Star game. I still am very grateful to be here and thankful to get that, because it's not something you take for granted, right? It's only 24 of us get to be here every year. It's 450, 500 players in the league, so that's a really big deal. It's a special weekend, right? You got the best players in the world. A lot of retired guys come around, and you get to see them. It's great for the fans. It's great for your family. So that's kind of my favorite part about the weekend, is just being able to bring my son, obviously my mom, and seeing all the retired guys that I grew up watching, getting to spend time with them. So also weekend is great. Very honored to be here, and look forward to making many more.
Third row, standing on your right.
What about the All-Star game makes it so great to play in, and what about it makes it a great presence to be in?
That's a great question. What's your name?
Jeremiah.
Jeremiah. What makes it special? I think just the history of it. When I was your age, watching my favorite players, compete and play in the All-Star game and make highlights. It was a very special weekend for me to watch, and I could only dream and imagine of one day being able to wear that jersey and, live out my dream. And 5 years ago, I made my first All-Star game, and I've been fortunate enough to make it every single year. And just everything about All-Star weekend is special. And the game is, super exciting. You get to play with guys that you're normally competing against. So that makes it different as well. And you just get to share the court with some of the greatest players that ever play. And, it's just memories you'll have for the rest of your life.
Thank you.
Go ahead in the front center.
Jason, you have a huge fan community of kids in Mexico and Latin America. What piece of advice would you give them from your career?
Piece of advice?
Yes.
Always just follow your heart, follow your dreams, right? Never let somebody tell you what you can or can't do. And, if people not laughing at your dreams, you're probably not dreaming big enough. So, reach for the moon.
Over here, left side, third row.
Yeah. What do you think about the season of Victor Wembanyama, and do you think he deserves the Rookie of the Year title? Thank you.
Yeah, he's having a great year. Unlike any other player we've, probably ever seen at this point. I think he for sure deserves to be in the conversation. Some other great rookies out there, Chet Holmgren and OKC. I think, those would probably be the two guys off the top of my head right now. But, I love watching him play. He's going to be obviously incredible for a very long time. So, just, he's having a great year, and, continue to keep watching him doing great things.
David, back center.
David Aldridge, The Athletic. Jason, you have been bestowed with the powers of the commissioner. You can do anything you want. You can make one change in the NBA. What would you do?
Ooh. One change. It's a funny one. If you get a tech, right? Bear with me. If you get a tech for overreacting to a call and you were right, like if they go back and look and, the coaches do the challenge and they overturn the call, that tech should be rescinded. You should get your money back. If you get a tech for overreacting to a call that was deemed incorrect or whatever, you should get your money back.
Tim, on the right side.
I'm very surprised at your suggestion. I think it's a fair one. You mentioned before about how you've been watching the All-Star game for a long time since you were like his age as a kid. Obviously, LeBron has been front and center basically that entire time. That's basically the face of the league. I was curious, as he's nearing the end of his career, who do you see as stepping into sort of that presence going forward whenever he does eventually leave the stage, and is that something you've envisioned you potentially being able to do?
Absolutely. And I think the league is in a great place right now. The amount of high character guys, the amount of talent throughout the NBA. The fact that LeBron and KD and Steph are still, considered one of the best 10, whatever, players in the league right now at their age and how long they've been playing is incredible. As well as all the younger guys, whether it's guys my age or the guys, a little bit older with the Jokic's and Giannis or, guys younger than me. So I think the league is in a great place. But when LeBron retires, the face of the league, that's tough. But, we win a championship. I got something to say about it. I know that.
Take last two here and then over on the second row.
At your young age, you earn respect on the Boston Celtics team. If you have someone to thank for the person that you are today, who will be and why?
If I had one person to thank of who I am today,
Yeah.
like in the entire world,
Yeah.
Oh.
Thank you for the person that you are today.
my
Who
mom.
will it be?
My mom. Easy answer. My mom raised me to be the young man that I am today. I give her all the credit, for all my good qualities.
You
And
have an idol in the basketball?
Kobe Bryant. That was my idol and the guy that inspired me to ultimately get to the point where I am today and strive to be the best version of myself.
Last question, second row on the right.
Jayson, this time last year, you went for 55 points. You grabbed the MVP of the All-Star game. Are you going for a repeat MVP here? Are you going for more than 55? And if not, who's your favorite to win the MVP tomorrow night?
Hot take. I probably won't score 55 points tomorrow. It's a feel thing. Like, you're starting in the game tomorrow. You get off to a good rhythm. You get a couple layups, maybe a couple threes. You look up, now you got 16 points, and then it's like, all right, I might try to go get it again. I wonder who's the last person to win back-to-back All-Star Game MVPs. Not sure that I know that. But if it's not going to be me, I might say maybe like Donovan Mitchell. Maybe so. Somebody from our team.
Why Mitchell?
Just feel like he's athletic enough, obviously. I think a key part of it is starting, right? Probably going to play a little bit more than the rest of the guys. Is he starting? Wait, is he starting? Shit, I might be wrong.
I don't know who the new fifth starter is. So.
I think I had like 55 last year, and I think he was on my team. I want to say he might have 40 something, so he was close. He's just somebody that can get really hot, right? In the All-Star game, if you can get hot, have some electric dunks or things like that, you have a great shot.
Thank you, Jayson.